I've listened to hundreds of comments from people who have been denied the DAS pass but still need accommodations because of their disability. And a couple of the biggest issues that I have heard for people is number one, they have to speak about embarrassing issues in public and they don't want to have to divulge and repeat over and over and over sensitive medical information. The other thing that I've heard is that people sometimes struggle with communication, and I've compiled that all into one downloadable printable on my website, mamazebradesigns.com, and this is what it looks like. So there are 4 different versions. These are printable cards that you can easily print at home, fold up, and I'm going to show you all how to do that. The first version we have is the checklist version. It's going to give you 2 of those. You would cut them out on the dotted line and then fold on the dashed line. The top half, or the one side of the card, is going to have disability information card written on it, and it's going to say, hello, I am disabled and I have difficulty with the following. Then you're going to check off all of these different symptoms or conditions that you struggle with. This is going to make it easier for cast members to quickly and easily see what the issues are without having to divulge any of that out loud in a public space. Then there's going to be a section on the back where you can add any other additional information that you feel is necessary. This one is going to be a 2-sided card that you can either put in your bag or you can laminate and use long term. What if that's not enough room? You have the large version. It's going to be able to fold out and give you all of this space to write out any additional information that you want to share with the cast members. There is a version, same with the small and the large, and these are just printed on the back for our purposes. You would print these out one-sided. This might be something that a caregiver could fill out for them, give it to them, and they can take it to the park. That will help increase independence. It's going to streamline the communication. I'm hoping that it will also make things a lot easier for cast members so that rather than having all of these complicated conversations and going back and forth, it's just a simple visual that is quick, easy to read through. So let's make a couple. This bundle can be found on my website, mamazebradesigns.com. You can just add this to the cart and it is going to send you an instant download that will be available 24 hours after your first download. Once you have your files, you are ready to print. You're just going to print the normal letter size and one-sided. Instructions are right here at the bottom. So you're going to cut on the dotted line and fold on the dashed line. I'm going to check mark all of the symptoms that Sarah struggles with. And then we're going to add other. This is where we're going to add more information about Sarah and her disability. So we're just going to fold on those dashed lines. We have a simple disability information card for Sarah where all of her symptoms that impact her in line are there. Even if she is nonverbal, she can still give this to a cast member and ask about the accommodations that are located at the attraction. And if the cast member needs any additional information, it's all written down here and it can be unfolded for that additional amount of information. Because there's so much space here, we can also maybe make notes when we go to particular attractions. There you go. Easy to pop into your bag, your purse, and carry with you when you're traveling. Now, Tom didn't need quite as much space, so he's going to use the small version. The nice thing about laminating your disability information card is that it can go on wet attractions or even to a water park, and it can still be placed in a pocket or a bag. Remember, when you laminate your card, you want to make sure that if there is a little air bubble that you don't cut on the air bubble. I don't know if you can see that, because then it would not be waterproof. But as long as you cut on the outside of that little bubble, this baby can go with you in the water and you can still give that to cast members. Now I want to show you the mobile version. I'm going to receive in your zip file a JPEG version of the disability information card. You can go into markup once you've saved it as an image on your phone, and you can just mark digitally off the symptoms that you struggle with. If you want to add text to this, you're going to go to the little plus sign at the bottom and click text. In this section, you can type out any additional details that you want to let the cast members know. And these don't just need to be used in Disney parks and theme parks, but anywhere that you need to quickly and easily talk about your disability and how it impacts you and what accommodations might be available to you. When you're in the text mode, you can easily change the font, the size of the text, or any kind of formatting so that this will easily fit into that little square that is available. Then you're going to just go up in the top right hand corner and click done, and you're all set. 10% of all of the sales, not the profits, all of the sales are going to go to TCAP, which is the Coalition Against Pediatric Pain. I always give 10% of anything that I make off of my hobby craft business to a charity, and that is a charity that I have partnered with a couple of times and I love them, so they're kind of like my permanent go-to moving forward. Let me know if you have any questions.